you feel, Dave? Tell the camera.
Very sad. Sad that I cannot ride today.
So this is our friend Dev. He can't ride with us today because he's having some trouble keeping food under control, should we say.
At least I know where first gear is.
And this is Dave. It's Dave's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dave. We're going for a little ride.
Where's he going? We're not going that way.
Yeah, that became the theme of the day. It was, I think, from that point that Dave was from there on known as Disappearing Dave. So, yeah, Dev is a good friend of Dave's. Dave's wife, Taryn, phoned us up and said, can we take him for a ride for his birthday? Oh, hang on. Disappearing Dave strikes again. Oh, dear. So this is Dave's, I think, third time on a motorcycle in the bushes. He has a bike that we're busy building up, but it's a little hard to find some parts for. It's an old KDX 1983 model, actually. Very nice. But we're struggling to find some parts for it and get it going. So his wife phoned and asked if we can surprise him with a ride for his birthday. So we went and hijacked him and dragged him out. Oh, hello. Hang on. Whoa, hell, hang on. Uh-oh. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Where are you going?
Okay, Dave, we're going to carry on slowly. Yeah, you see Dave's riding my wife's bike, actually. She was unable to join us, so Dave hopped along on my wife's KDX. And after a little team talk from Dev and a quick phone call to my insurance, off we went, against my better judgment. So this area we're riding in is just a little loop that I normally take guys on just to warm up a little bit. It's very small, a couple of 100 meters really. Up and down this little bowl section and back through the bushes and back through the water that we just saw Dave nearly drown in. So yeah, usually this is quite dry actually. Usually it's all sandy and some people like the sand, some people don't. But yeah, usually it's all just sand. As you can see here, it's been raining for like 2 or 3 weeks, like constantly. And so luckily for us, we had a lovely day to go riding this day. But everything was majorly wet. So here we turn around at the bottom of this little loop section. Let's see if Dave can survive the water for the second time. Maybe a little slower this time, Dave. Oh dear, Dave has a problem. I'm surprised that people do this. You stall your bike in something and you try and push it when it has an engine.
Just start it, man.
I guess he just didn't really want to get his tootsies wet. Shame. Any day now, Dave.
When you get to the top of that hill, before you come back through all the water, then just wait there. Well, I'll be right behind you, but we'll turn off there. And then we won't see Dev again until we come back.
Okay, you all heard that, right? When we get to the top of the hill, stop and wait. Don't come back. Because we're going onto the trail now. We're leaving the loop and off we go. Check out that technique. Dave's standing up nicely like a pro there, huh? As you can see, I'm seated because I'm, trying to get a good camera. No, I'm just lazy. So we're at the top of the loop. Stop and wait. And matter what I do to call him, Disappearing Dave strikes again. I guess he thought I meant the other water. Anyway, sometime later, eventually, I notice he's in a bit of a weird spot.
Where the f is he going now?
Somewhere in those bushes, there's a Dave
What
coming
the
back.
hell? Chop.
We're trying to get onto the trail. Here we go. There's the entrance to the trail. We're trying to get on it, and we're trying to get going. So, forgive the noises, because it's a little bit overgrown through here for now.
Right? Ow.
Yeah, so we're actually still in the suburbs. You'll see, or you won't see, but on the right-hand side, there are actually still houses and like a neighborhood still there. So we're still trying to get onto the actual main trail from where we entered into the bush. But as we're riding along, you can see just how much water is just lying around everywhere. It's all sloshy and squishy and nice and slippery. But it's a great opportunity for birthday roost. Happy birthday, Dave. Have some mud. So we're on the go again, and eventually we'll cut to it here where we actually join onto the main trail, and we come across the first actual river. That usually is a river.
Ha ha ha! The f do we get through now?
Yeah, now it's not just a river, it's a swamp. So off I go to the side, I follow the guys who've come through here before us, his tracks, and find a way through, which is not actually too bad. Very slippery, you don't want to fall over in that, I promise. It's very sticky and gross. But anyway, park it up, and let's turn around and go see how Dave does through the slosh. Very nicely done, sir. So, off we're going along the other side of those hills we were going towards. And Dave decides it's time to race. So I thought, well, we'll let him pass. It's a straight path. Can't really get lost. So let him go in front for a little while and get some footage of the birthday boy on the bike, you know. Again, feeling very safe. Can't possibly go wrong. Very cleverly, Dave decides to slow down at a crossing and looks for me to see where we should go, and off we go to the right direction. We're actually heading off down to the valley after the one we've just come through. You can see it's nice and dry up on this end. We're sort of on top of the hills, so... But we're heading back down, and there'll be some... oh, whoa, hey, what? Dave! Oh. Disappearing Dave strikes again. What's that, the fourth time now? I think I spent more time waiting for Dave on this ride than I did actually riding my bike. Anyway, eventually I found him, and put him back behind me, because, you know, only Disappearing Dave can get lost on a straight trail. So with Dave in tow, well, not really towing, but with Dave behind, off we go to the other valley now. Some terrible technique and lots of mud. Uh-oh. There we go. Spin the wheels enough, it'll get through, I'm sure.
Whoa!
Haha, more water, can you believe it? At this point it's quite warm, so...
I want to swim!
Yeah, I decided I felt like a swim. but I didn't actually swim because I don't think you want to know what's in some of this water, like a tire.
Check the tire!
What is it with guys? Something in water and they have to play with it. Like, boop. I swear, if you put something in the toilet water, guys just have to aim for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little kid inside. Who knows? But that's a great tip. You get your little boy to aim straight. Just put something in the water. I promise you he won't miss. So at this point in the ride it becomes water crossing after water crossing after water crossing after water crossing, with some dry bits in between. But really there's some places where there's water flowing that there normally isn't any at all. But it's all good fun. You know, we don't ride dirt bikes to stay clean, so here's another one coming up. You know, anyone who's got some kind of talent would have just popped a massive wheelie and ridden through that without even thinking about it, but I am someone with less than lots of talent.
Watch out for rocks! There you go. That's it. I was saying watch out for the rocks.
Right, now watch this amazing skill here. Here we go. Dropping down into the...
Oh, come on!
Stalled it. Dope. Let's try that again. Hey, second time lucky. I'm sure there's some people in Europe looking at this going, that's not a water crossing. But, you know, it's scary for me, okay? And what do you know? There's more water on the trail. Waiting for Dave just to make sure that he doesn't get lost again. We get through this nice little rocky section. And I think, well, it's time we had a little break, catch some shade, and maybe turn around. It's getting a bit late, so there's a nice little spot of shade on the left there. So I turned my bike around eventually here. Because I don't have a kickstand, I decided to park it up on that there rock. Eventually. There we go. Easy does it. And we can hear Dave coming through the water. So off I go, and I go and tell him to stop. Uh-oh. That was such a great attempt at trying to call him. But you know, my attempts in the past haven't been met with much success, so it doesn't really matter what I was going to do.
Oops. Sorry, Darren. The birthday boy is lost. You owe me for a bike. He's got it with him.
Of course, I'm just kidding. I didn't really lose him. The trail doesn't actually go much further than where we were, and soon he figured out that he had to turn around, and hey, there he is.
How's your birthday, Dave? Were you surprised?
So there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching my very first YouTube upload on this channel, and yeah, it's been awesome. Hopefully there'll be loads more riding in the future, some enduro and some other things as well, which I've got lined up for this channel. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, do all those lovely things, and I guess I'll see you next time, guys. And as a parting gift, I'm just going to leave you with a little scene from when things go slightly wrong for me on the way home. See you soon, guys. Cheers.